It seems like the hardest decision you make when you're ordering a new Grenadier or Quartermaster from the factory, especially if you've never seen one in real life, is the angst and the back and forth about what color to get. You'd be normal if you felt nervous about locking in a color with your dealer and then wondering if you made the right decision, having to wait until it arrives months later. For me, picking a color to order that I haven't previously seen is probably the hardest part of the whole car ordering process. I do it over and over again, but every time I wonder if I made the right decision the whole time I'm waiting for that car. The last thing you want to do is regret that you got the wrong color after all that work you put in. So today, we're going to take a look at Grenadiers and Quartermaster colors, as I went to my dealership recently and they had all but 2 of them on the lot. All Grenadiers, since the Quartermaster isn't delivering in the US yet, but my color, Britannia Blue, was one of the missing colors, so I'll add that in. So we have quite a few to look at. As I go through the colors, I'll briefly insert the Grenadier color image from the configurator so that you can see how closely, or not, the configurator looks to the real color as we see it. Because most people you're probably pretty familiar with the configurator. But before we begin, I wanted to ask if you'd subscribe to my channel if you find topics like this interesting. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers and would love to have you join me for weekly videos on all things Grenadier, car ordering, car buying. I really appreciate it, so thank you for that. I'll put timestamps in the description so that you can zero in and revisit colors or weigh the pros and cons of Magic Mushroom and Eldoret Blue or Scottish White over Sela Green. And at the end of the day, remember, there's no wrong choice. It's just a matter of finding the right choice for you. So if you already have your Grenadier, please leave a comment and let everybody know what your color choice was and if it met your expectations once it arrived to your dealer. And for those of you that are still making up your minds, what are your top 2 color choices? Leave a comment. I mean, people want to know these things. After we're done, we'll talk about the new color that they added for 2025, which I would have strongly considered if it was available for 2024. So we're going to walk around the dealership while we're here waiting for my Grenadier, and we're going to look at some of the colors and some of the features that they've added to the cars, just so that you can see some of the differences. So the first one we've got here is Queen's Red. And this is a car or a color that takes on, it's like a chameleon. It looks kind of ruby and dark, and in the sunlight it's a little bit brighter. It's a nice color. I don't know if it's proven popular with customers. This is Inky Black. And it's got an air intake, but it doesn't have this side rail, so I'm thinking this is a Fieldmaster. The wheel indicates that this is a Fieldmaster version, but it's got an added air intake. But it's just an all black interior. It's got the rubber flooring or the plastic flooring. Oh, and it's got a roof rack. So it's got the extra optional power upgrade. Because right here is a power box, because you can wire lighting and things like that up on top. Put lighting kits. Oh yes, it's got an LED light bar. Another thing they did on this car is they painted, this is a special bumper. It's shiny and glossy. It matches the finish of the car, which is very interesting. And then this is the winch. The winch is underneath here. You can see that. There you go. and the winch is under there, so it's a matter of just figuring out how to get to it. So this has got the built-in winch. And this color is Donny Grey. First I thought it was black, but it's a dark gray metallic.
If you open the door, it changes, it catches the light different.
It's much darker in person than I thought. It's striking. Currently, you have to order the tow hitch when you order the car because they don't have a suitable aftermarket setup for you to add it later on. And it's the one thing that I forgot to order. So let's put on our sunglasses and go outside and look at the cars. This is Magic Mushroom. Which is kind of a little bit of a light tan. And it's been very popular color. This has the steel wheels. And the BF Goodrich tires. So this is a car for somebody that wants to go off-road, as much as they want to go on-road. I noticed it doesn't have the ladder in the back, which gives it a slightly different look. And the next one we have is a Donny Grey. This is Donny Grey. It's a really metallic, dark color that just kind of almost resembles black, but isn't quite. Probably won't show the dirt nearly as badly. And this is a Fieldmaster. It's got a Fieldmaster badge. And of course the Fieldmaster has the Fieldmaster wheels, which I must say I didn't like in the pictures. And then when I saw it in person, it's really grown on me. It's very attractive. And although this is a Fieldmaster, I can see some additional add-ons. They got the utility rails on the doors, which comes standard on the Trialmaster, but it's an option on the Fieldmaster. So you would almost mistake this for black. And it's kind of a color that people who like black cars might get because it might be a little kinder when it comes to showing dirt, because black cars are very difficult to keep, but they're beautiful. Next one, this is Eldoret Blue. Which is a very popular color. It's got steel wheels with BF Goodrich tires. This is a Trialmaster, which means it's got the utility rails in the door, the raised air intake on the other side, and of course these steel wheels are a selection because there's also some other choices that you can make. It's got a front winch. Again, this slides over and flips up and out of the way. which is a great solution. It's nicely integrated. It's clever. So again, raised air intake, and there's no flag badge on a TrialMaster because this is here. They had these windows tinted. And then next we have Scottish white. This is their white offering, and again, this is obviously a base model. It has no ladder on the back. So only the basics. Steel wheels. Grenadier badge. And of course, this is the standard flag plaque that you get if it's not a TrialMaster. And an interesting point, I read that if somebody came and took these bolts out, they can't steal the door. There's actually something on the inside that prevents the door from being taken off. So this is almost a little bit more for show than it is a functional utility. So don't be concerned that they can steal your doors because these bolts are on the outside. For next, this is Shale Blue. Shale Blue is a metallic blue. And again, depending on the daylight and the lighting you're in, it's lighter or darker. So this is a Grenadier, but it's got the 17-inch alloy wheels, which you don't see nearly as often, because the Fieldmaster comes with an 18-inch alloy. This is the 17-inch alloy, which, interestingly, I thought the picture looked a little bit better than the Fieldmaster wheel, but in person, I prefer the Fieldmaster wheel now. But it's a nice color. It looks a little more standard. The windows are not tinted. Next, we have Sela Green. And it's a dark, dark green, and it's beautiful. If you were in a dark garage, you would mistake it for black. But when you're out in the sun like this, you can't help but tell it's a beautiful, deep green. Again, this is a Grenadier base model. And I'm not sure what the strategy is with dealers, the cars that they have, because they do have some that are canceled orders, and some people they didn't order the right equipment, or it came in and they didn't like their color, and you know, there's a million reasons why somebody doesn't take a car. But I tend to I'm seeing more base models. I'm seeing more base models than I am Fieldmasters and TrialMasters. Because like the next car we're going to look at belongs to it's got somebody's name on it. But the Sela Green, I think, looks really good with a white contrast roof. but you won't go wrong with that color. And then this is Inky Black, which we saw up in the showroom. This is a Fieldmaster. You can tell by the Fieldmaster wheels, 18-inch alloy wheels. No tint on the windows, but they've got the gray and black interior, which I'm partial to, because it just gives a little character. With this mushroom. So during my dealer visit, they didn't have sterling silver or Britannia Blue, but I have the blue, so I'll add a quick run around mine. First, I'll let you see the configurator images so that you can see how they overpronounce the darkness of the blue. I chose Britannia Blue with a white contrast roof, and for the interior I chose the gray and black leather seating. I like all black seating, but I was ready for something different on this car, so the gray-black just seemed right. As for the contrast roof, I heard that ordering them can delay your order a little bit because it requires extra coordination at certain steps in the building process, and I heard the same thing about ordering a red or gray ladder frame, but that really shouldn't keep you from ordering exactly what you want. It's not that long of a delay. My other early choices were Eldoret Blue with a white roof or Magic Mushroom. But I have to say I'm really happy that I chose Britannia Blue, even though it looks seriously dark in the configurator. It's just enough lighter in person to give it that nice richness, but it still almost looks like black at nighttime or in a dark garage. Next, we have sterling silver. Which is a great all-around color, but since they didn't have one to walk around, I'm including a few images here so that you can see the versatility of this color. So let's talk about 2025. For 2025, INEOS has added one new color option to the standard choices, Devil's Red. It's available with either a white or black contrast roof, and it's a great but rather daring color. I love red cars, and I've had several, and this is a whole lot of red. Here are some images showing you this new color. Maybe it's just what you're looking for. I seriously would have considered this color if I had it to choose from. I would have spent days going between the blue and the red because those are my favorite colors. Also, note that INEOS selects one color to be the no-charge paint color, and in 2024 that color was Scottish White. However, for 2025 the no-charge color will be Britannia Blue. Now, I imagine you might see more of them on dealer lots because of this, but then again, if you're ordering one and spending over 80 grand, that extra $690 to $900 shouldn't stop you from getting exactly what you desire. And if you want an out-of-the-ordinary color, note that INEOS just announced Arcane Works division and their first special handcrafted edition Grenadier called the Detour. It's available in 4 special colors, but the price point's almost double that of the standard Fieldmaster. However, they also offer a paint to sample if you really must have your Grenadier painted from the factory to match your Bentley collection. So the Grenadier and the Quartermaster colors are really starting to blossom, and there are choices. So, have you picked your ultimate Grenadier color? If you're still trying to make up your mind, I hope this video helped you. I know that choosing a color starts to feel right with the more examples you see of it in the wild. You might want to look online for examples of the color that you have in mind in different settings or owner garages. In the future, it may be more easy to see live examples of a Grenadier in your favorite color before you order your own, but for now they're a little hard to come by in the wild unless you live near a dealer. So good luck with your color choice. Get excited about it. And thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.